Alright, so today we have some aerating, some fertilizing and overseeding using the Shindiawa T262, the Ryan Lawnaire, the Toro Turfmaster. I've had a couple guys ask me about this, and this is a compost. There's some, yeah, here, I'll show you in there. I just made a big mess in here with it because there was a hole in the bag. So this is a compost that is sifted so fine that I can run it through a spreader. I don't know. I mean, you can see how that is. It's almost like a dust. And I always put this down. Anytime I put down seed, I'll put it down depending on the lawn's condition, I guess. Anywhere from 50 to 100 pounds per thousand. 50-pound bags, obviously. So today I've got one seeding. And my secret ingredient. This is just a fertilizer with it's got some preventative in it. And so I've got 5 aerates, an overseed, a fert. That's with one of the aerates. And then a first cut today. Somebody just moved in, and we're going to do a first cut on a lawn today. We'll see if putting my my straw hat back there, it'll block out some of the sun when I start driving west. I'm going to go out and start the day. I haven't hooked up my trailer yet. We're going to start out the day with an estimate. I'm going to put my self out of my comfort zone. You know, and in the end, it's all about making, you know, making a little more money, making the company grow. Trying to get some things. Man, I got so many things. I don't even know where to begin with what's going on right now, man. Everything's good. It's just season is slowing down, and the business side of things is picking up. If that makes any sense whatsoever. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of things I'm preparing for. A lot of things that have happened that I have to make changes for. Blah 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 blah. All that stuff. But anyway, we're going out and do an estimate. I got an estimate request about 2 weeks ago, and it was for I'd have to actually read the email for everything. So she had someone show up to do a cleanup, tear down a building. There's not retaining wall stuff, but some wall stuff. Just on it, it was a whole list of stuff. And this guy started to work and then stopped showing up. I'll have to fill them out when I get there to see what the you know, just to fill the person out to see what maybe if I can pick up on why they haven't, why that person stopped showing up or whatever, didn't complete the job. So anyway, at first I sent it, you know, I was like, hey, this is out of my scope. This point in the season, I just don't have time for a job of the size you're talking about, and I just, sorry, I can't help you. Then I thought about it, man. I was like, season's slowing down. You know, maybe there's, because I know there's some things like weeds was one of her problems. She has a lot of weeds in the lawn. Well, that's something I can address right now. I can spray and post-emergent, you know, give it a good tenacity blast. Depending on what weeds there are, I mean, we'll have to take a look at it. I guess tenacity's just on my mind because I just watched a video this morning about a tenacity product. It's one of my favorite products to use. It's not an organic product. However, I really like tenacity. Anyway, moving on from that. That's later on down the road video, I guess. So anyway, you know, I was like, I emailed her back and I was like, you know what? Because she was like, because I told her everything would have to wait until spring. And then she's like, well, how long into spring would it be before you could get this stuff taken care of? So I was like, you know what? Let me come out and actually walk the property, because I was going solely off of her list. I was like, let me come out, walk the property, look at the actual problems, which for this kind of estimate really needs to be done. It's not a measure square footage and shit out a number. I was like, maybe there's some things we can address right now, and then other things, you know, maybe there's some stuff that can be addressed in the winter. It really just depends on what's going on with the property. So she's like, hey, awesome, all right. So I set it up for this morning. Today's Monday. We all know I don't mow on Monday. It's a recent change I had made to allow me time to do stuff like this, to do admin stuff. Right now it's aerations and overseedings and getting ready to go into blowouts. So though I'm not mowing on Mondays, Mondays have filled themselves right back up. I'm already booked out on Mondays, which is kind of worrisome until right up until blowouts begin. I've already filled all my Mondays up. As a matter of fact, I had a big overseeding job this morning. The guy has canceled on me twice, or rescheduled on me twice, because he's waiting to get a stump grinded out, and it's a huge stump. It's not one that I'm going to go rent the stump grinder for. It's just, it's going to need a large stump grinder, and I'm not renting something like that for one job. Anywho, he emails me or texts me on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know. It says, hey, it's just not going as planned. They've rescheduled on me again, or canceled on me again, or whatever. I'm going to have a backhoe come in on Monday, which I need to reschedule again. I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I'm booked. Holy crap. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know how that sun looks to you guys until I start editing stuff. Anywho, and it's a big job. I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to make a difference on this lawn, but that's 2 reschedules that I've flopped Monday to Monday to Monday. And I was like, hey, I can't reschedule you again. I'll get caught up on my jobs if I have a Monday that opens up. He's like, well, do it on Friday. I'm like, I can't do it on Friday. I've already told you, I only do these jobs on Mondays. You know, rest of the week, we're mowing lawns. And I'm already starting to do some stuff on Saturdays. I've got a big aeration and overseeding job coming up Saturday. But that has more to do with the type of property it is, rather than, because I could have fit it in on Monday, but it's a daycare, so I have to do it after business hours, and we're running short on daylight, so I'm just going to do it Saturday morning. Anyway, we're going to go out and do this estimate. Guys, don't blow grass in freaking flower beds. Don't be freaking lazy. If you don't want to bag, and I know some of you guys are in an area where you don't have to bag, but the way lawns grow here, you pretty much have to bag all the time. I mean, during the summer when it's really hot, you can kind of get away with it because the grass isn't growing crazy. You gotta think, everything here's fertilized and irrigated. Everything is irrigated. Everybody has irrigation. So, this estimate I just did was because she just fired her guy and she mowed her own lawn. It's a big lawn. She mowed her own lawn this week because he couldn't stop blowing grass into the flower beds. I told her, I was like, well, and I could see he's got grass clumps all through her lawn. Because I can tell they're older than what they were last week. But that's it's a no-go, guys. Anyway, I was like, oh, I bag anyway. I was like, so it's a non-issue. She goes, it's a really big yard. I was like, I got a really big mower. It's not a really big mower compared to other guys out here, but as far as homeowners, it's a big mower. It's the 50. So anyway, you know, and I let her know that, you know, the day of the week, I was like, well, and this is the way I did it, because I told you for mowing, I will throw numbers out. So this is the funny thing. I just showed up and I had this big email of all this stuff she had requested. Haul off for construction and some rock bed renewal, and it was a pretty big list. And I show up and I'm like, God, I don't see a building to haul off. I don't see any rock that needs to be redone. Like, I'm really just confused. So I knock on the door and I'm talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I was like, you had a pretty big list of stuff, so I wanted to be able to walk the property with you, and that way we could discuss what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And she just stared at me so lost. And she goes, well, that's my house in Spokane. And for you guys that don't know, I live 3 hours away from Spokane. I was like, well, I don't think you want me to bid that. I was like, that's going to be an expensive drive for you. And she started laughing. She's like, oh my God. She goes, it's so funny. She goes, so her brother's name is Chuck. You know, I'm Chuck. Her brother's name's Chuck, because that's who I was supposed to be meeting. However, I met her. And the other guy that she's talking to another contractor who she thought was coming to this house for just a lawn mowing quote. And she thought I was coming to her Spokane house. Well, the other contractor, his name is Chuck as well. So now she doesn't have, she doesn't know what's going on now. Apparently somebody might be showing up to give her a quote in Spokane. It's not me. So I was like, yeah, so I threw out a number. I was like, tell you what, I was like, this lawn looks like a $40 lawn. I'll send you an email tonight. I was like, I'll just go home and measure it real quick online and make sure we're where we're supposed to be on it. And she goes, oh, she's like, oh, that's extremely reasonable. So I know if I have to tell her 45, it'll be 45, whatever. She'll be fine with it. And it turned into a fertilizing job, because I'm going to fertilize it and spray it. And another customer, even though she was not looking for me to give her a mowing quote, she was looking for me to give her a landscaping quote. Is what it is. It'll be good, because I haven't mowed out in this area in a long time. And now the way I'm changing my routes around for next year, even looking at, this is an area I want to get back into. And now I'm back into it. So there we go. It's nicer properties. $40 lawn over here is a minimum. I mean, there's guys in my town that mow for $20. So I know a lot of guys, $40, I don't route my gate for $45. Well, if you were here, you would. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So it turned into a big confusion that turned into another customer, fertilizing, weed control, mowing. What are you going to do, right? I can dig it. Hey guys, I know you forgot, or you thought I forgot, but here we go. Let's get us a little random YouTube comment picker going on. And I had to fight with this for a minute, but now we're rolling her up. And Howard 892, who's buying all kinds of stuff this year, from everything from 2-cycle oil to a new zero-turn mower. That's pretty exciting. He's also, looks like he's done a review on his channel for an aerosol weed killer. Go check him out. That's Howard892. Howard892, send me an email at the lawn care network at gmail.com and send me your contact info, and I will send that $50 Home Depot card right out to you. I appreciate you taking the time to enter. I appreciate everyone's taking the time to watch my videos. Like I said, this is the last video that, or the only video that will be advertised as a giveaway. You're just going to have to watch all my videos to know when the giveaways are going to come up, as well as when the winners are going to be picked, because I'm not going to advertise that either. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry about my voice this morning. I'm fighting a cold. But anyway, I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch my videos and to comment and just being a part of the community. I really want to try to get a lawn care community growing again, and not everything being centered around selling stuff all the time. There's still a lot of good channels out there, but I think we've kind of lost on that community thing. So if it takes giving away some stuff to start building a community back up, that is fine with me. So anyway, congratulations to Howard892. Don't forget to send me your contact info so I can get that card sent out to you. And thanks for watching, guys, and have a great week. Later.
Yeah, we are in the place to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah.